Polar is coming to the Royal Northern College of Music as part of Manchester's Science Festival. The show, it premiered in Liverpool, was described as hypnotic, and the producer is Manchester's Andrew Glester, who joins me now. So, yes, tell me about Polar.
Well, Polar is, as you say, a live concert experience with a huge screen showing footage from the polar regions, the Arctic and the Antarctic, set to the music of the likes of Mozart, Tchaikovsky, Sibelius. So, as an audience member, you're sitting with 70 or so classical musicians playing this fabulous music with stunning footage shot by the likes of the BBC Natural History Unit up on this huge screen behind them.
So almost sitting with the polar bears then?
Yeah, quite. You know, it's the nice thing about it is that it does take you to a world that we don't really get to, you know.
So why this is part of the Manchester Science Festival?
Well, I think that, well, I'm a bit of a science geek, so, you know, I'm rather pleased to be part of the Science Festival, to be honest with you, but my own appreciation of science started with the beauty of the natural world and the universe in which we find ourselves, and I think Polar is, it's certainly about the beauty of the natural world that we find ourselves in, and on the first weekend of the Science Festival that seems to make sense to me.
And I said it premiered in Liverpool. How did it go down?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, to be honest, the matinee, I don't know how it went, I was terrified, but the evening show was absolutely fabulous, and, you know, the press reviews said, 2 press reviews said it was an honour to be there, which you just don't get, and it's really amazing. Yeah, really
That's
amazing.
Brilliant. And I said that, you know, it was described as hypnotic as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They were talking particularly about the Northern Lights sequence there, which is the Aurora Borealis, which is, you know, a fabulous natural phenomenon. And a month before the show, I had 9 seconds of Aurora Borealis footage, and I needed a lot more than that. And the NASA website, the Astronomy Picture of the Day website, had a sequence from a guy called Tor Even Matheson, who's up in Norway. And the magic of the internet, you know how it is these days. I got on Facebook, found him, got in touch, told him what we were up to, and he was really excited, booked his tickets to come to Liverpool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for him and his girlfriend. Lovely, lovely guy. He just happens to live inside the Arctic Circle, so every time the Northern Lights are dancing in the sky there, he just gets outside his house with his camera and shoots this amazing footage.
Wow.
It was really, really stunning.
And so did you use the footage then?
Yeah, we put it in the show, pretty much as he shot it, and set it to this really ethereal piece of classical music from Rotovara, and it's really, you know, it's an out-of-this-world experience, really, and yeah, hypnotic.
Does it work on all levels? I mean, for all ages?
Yes, I think it does. I was surprised, to be honest, by how young the audience members were, and how you know, we've got a quote on the website from a 3-year-old called William, who said that the conductor had a magic wand, which is lovely.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And then, you know, there's your usual classical audience there as well, who were slightly older, but 47% of the people who came to the premiere had never been to a classical concert before.
Really?
Which
so what made them? It's quite interesting, isn't it? What made them decide to come to this? Then?
Well, I say I don't know, but part of my motivation for doing these things is to introduce people to classical music and orchestral music. It's something that I found fairly late in life, but probably earlier than a lot of people. I was about 18 and I was working at the Bridgewater Hall as a steward, and just, you know, night after night after night seeing these classical orchestras, and it's an amazing experience. And I know it's quite a strange world to get into. A lot of people listen to classic FM, or Radio 3, and hear these amazing pieces of music, but actually going to see it live is a phenomenal experience. And the Natural History Unit at the BBC and elsewhere tend to put classical music to that sort of thing, because it's such a big, expansive thing. And we did the BBC Blue Planet as a live show in 2006 and 2008, played the likes of Wembley and
Arenas,
and we did that with Manchester Camerata, so it's great to be working with them again on Polar. But what attracts people to it, I think it's an easy way and an exciting way to experience an orchestra live for the first time. And I know a lot of those people who did experience that have then gone on to experience an orchestra without the screen and without the footage.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
The Royal Northern College of Music is the venue. It's part of Manchester Science Festival. It's called Polar, and it's on. There are 2 performances on Sunday, the 23rd of October, 3 o'clock. That's the matinee, and then in the evening at 7 o'clock. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining me here on BBC Radio Manchester.